And welcome back, and it is the 12th of May, higher plus 5 a day, and let's just go straight to the first one. Right, what do we have? Right as a power of 3. Okay, after yesterday's very difficult day, we're at least starting slightly easier, aren't we? So 9 is 3 squared, and I'm cubing that, which is the same as doing to the power of a third. Expand the brackets, and that gives me 3 to the 2 over 3. Right as a power of 3, I've done that. First question done. Next question. Right, so the next question says ABCD is a square-based pyramid. Now, square is relevant because it means this is 70 as well. Work out the angle between the planes ABCD and ADE. So this is what we call the angle or the steepest angle. If you imagine going down a ski slope, going straight down the middle is quicker than sort of, what's the word, where you tack from side to side. So I want this angle here. This question is actually not too bad, is it? Because it tells me the height of my triangle. So let's write the letters so you know what I'm doing. So this is M, which is my midpoint. So this is M. So I know this is, what shall I do? I do it in centimeters. So I know that's 200. I know here, so we'll call this F. So I know F is halfway across, that's 35. This is the angle I want. So actually my angle is tan minus 1 of opposite 200 over adjacent 35, which is approximately 80.073 etc. degrees, and I'm going to call that 80.1 degrees. Now, I would say quick check of common sense here. So 80.1 degrees is very steep, but of course that makes sense, doesn't it? So I'm going up 200, I'm only going across a little bit, so that seems right. Happy with that. 80.1 degrees. Next question. So far, well, actually, I'm not going to say, I was going to say so far not too bad, but I'm going to say that anymore. Right, what do we have? It's basically just a this is a non-calculated question, is it? So I've got 3, cos of 45 is root 2 over 2, or 1 over root 2, minus sine of 45, which is also root 2 over 2, and I'm dividing that by tan 30, which is root 3, and actually it's not root 3, is it? It's 1 over root 3, so 1 over root 3. Again, bit of an aside, this is why you need to make sure you learn them, so you're not messing around in the exam trying to remember what they are. Let's tidy this up. So 3 things minus 1 thing is 2 things. So that's 2 lot. Well, let me write it out. So that's 2 lots of root 2 over 2. The 2's will cancel. And I'm dividing that by 1 over root 3. And I'm just going to leave that there for now. So now we can tidy the top up to just be root 2. And that is divided by 1 over root 3. Well, keep change flip means I can also write this as 2 divided by 1 over root 3, which is, again, keep change flip, 2 times root 3 over 1. Root 3 over 1 is just root 3. So my final answer actually is just, so I forgot my root 2s there, haven't I? So my final answer is root 2 times root 3, which is root 6. That's a good question. I really, you might get this impression if you watch a lot of my videos. I really enjoy doing these. Sometimes I get home quite late from work and have to do one, but once I'm into it, I quite enjoy it. Right, where are we now? Shown above are 3 congruent circles. Each circle touches the other 2 circles on the sides of the rectangle. Now, I was going to say something, but the question said it already for me, because I've seen a question like this before. This looks like a square, but it's not a square. It's a rectangle. So I need to be very careful. And it says the radius of each circle is 30 centimeters. Now, actually, no, I will write 30. So it means that's 30, that's 30, this is 30, and this is 30, which means I know my width is 120, 4 times 30. But what I don't know is I don't know what my height is, because this isn't a square, it's a rectangle. And this, and like I say, I've seen this question before. It's appeared on I think it's an IMC or a maths challenge type question. And the way you do it is you do it like this. Now, if you've not seen this before, quite difficult to do with no knowledge at all. But I'm using the idea that this, so 30, 30, you don't need to write all the 30s in, but then I can talk about it. This is an equilateral triangle in the middle. And if I've got an equilateral triangle, and I'm going to draw it out here, and I know this is 30 and this is 60, I can work out the height of the triangle. And if I can work out the height of the triangle, I then know what the height of my rectangle is. Right, let's do that. So the height of my triangle is going to be the square root of 60 squared minus 30 squared. In other words, hypotenuse minus the other one, which is equal to 30 root 3. Now, I didn't actually read the rest of the question, did I? So the question says, find the shaded area. Now my approach is going to be work out the big rectangle and then take away 3 circles. So the area of the rectangle is going to be 120, the width, times the height. Now let's be careful here. So it's going to be 30 plus 30. So in other words, that's this 30 here and this 30 here. Then plus the height I've just worked out. So that's going to be plus 30 root 3. And then I'm going to take away 1, 2, 3 circles, which is going to be 3 lots of pi times a radius, which is 30 squared. Now let's write a line in between, and then we just put it all in our calculator. That's going to be the same as 120 times, well, I've got 60 plus 30, so I'm going to take out 30. So 30 times 2, because it's 60, plus root 3. I'm not saying that's much easier, but it just means a bit easier for me. Minus, now 30 squared times 3 is going to be 2700 pi. Right, calculator out very carefully. 4953. And then I've got 0.0827. Well, I'll write a little bit. So 0827 ... which I'm going to call 3 sig fig 4950 centimeters. It is centimeters, isn't it? Yes, it is centimeters squared. It wasn't going too bad at all, was it, today? So the first question was quite nice. The second question was easier than it looks. The third question, actually, I quite like the third question. And that fourth question wasn't awful, but if you've never seen that type of question before, definitely want to make sure you've tried. As ever, let me know how it went for you. Do like, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.